The Israeli government is publishing official documents calling our entire flotilla a Hamas-led jihadist propaganda terror boat. They're doing everything they can to convince the world that we are terrorists, which is fascinating as we're not carrying weapons. We're not carrying anything but ourselves and food and medicine. But, I think that it goes to show that they do feel threatened by our mission, not because we actually are a threat, but because the mere thought of this humanitarian corridor opening and the world being able to feed Gaza disrupts what they're trying to do. They're very intent on starving children. The photos of skin and bones children are not an accident. The children that are being blown to pieces are not just an accident. This is part of the goal.
That rhetoric about the flotilla being a terror flotilla, I mean, it may be laughable to us, but it is not a joke. The Israelis have a very long history that's very well established of painting peaceful protesters, in the case of the 2018 March of Return in Gaza, where they painted peaceful protesters as a violent threat, which they then used as justification for getting trained snipers to shoot them, and over 200 people were killed. Also, Israel has used the same tactic of portraying journalists as part of or affiliated with Hamas, which they have then used, or academics in the case of Rafat al-Arir. And it's not just empty rhetoric. What is done is that they are painted as terrorists and then they become an actual violent target. So the shift in rhetoric on your flotilla, from just seeing this as a nuisance to treating it as a terrorist threat, matches a pattern we've seen of establishing someone as a threat, and therefore, in the case of Anas al-Sharif, a journalist, using it as justification to then kill them.